My name is Ron Koller. I'm the owner of the Malted Barley, Providence. I had some businesses in Chicago, and I actually wanted to open up a microbrewery there and make my own product and have food and everything else. But then the economy was unstable, and I didn't think it was a good time to do that. So I didn't do it. And then, 10 years later, I moved to Rhode Island and thought it would be a good time to do it. And I started actually doing research, and I couldn't believe there wasn't a great craft beer bar in Providence. So I thought it's kind of like fate. So then I started doing research on the region, and here we are.
On average, the Malted Barley carries over 80 selections of beer, with 37 draft and 45 canned. The cooler is located directly under the bar in order to minimize distance traveled between the cooler and tap head. In order to preserve cold beer temperatures, there is a glycol refrigeration system that keeps the tap lines cold and, in conjunction, the beer. Additionally, there is a flow meter on each keg that measures the liquid flow to 1/100th of an ounce. This meter helps manage each bartender's pour for maximum output and helps manage the amount of beer provided in each keg for a seamless, efficient workflow system.
Well, in my opinion, anybody could take a picture of our tap wall or look at our beer list online and duplicate it. So anybody can get the beers that we carry. Those are available. So that's not really unique in any way except the large selection we have, but you can imitate it. Our food program could be imitated, but it's very hard to do what we do with our pretzels made from scratch, baked to order, in volume. Other people have done pretzels, and there's other places that have actually tried to copy our menu, but they can't execute it. So our food menu is unique, it's delicious, it's fresh, it's baked to order, so that's unique. But really I think the thing that differentiates us is the people here. I think the staff is critical to being unique and different, and the vibe that we want is just a comfortable, casual place to enjoy yourself. And on a busy night, you can come through our dining room, and we have virtually every make and model of human being. And everybody's having a great time, and everybody's welcome, and nobody's being judgmental, and people are just having a fun time enjoying themselves and relaxing with great food and great beer. And of course we have liquor and wine as well, but just having a good time and being casual, comfortable, and chill. Yeah, about 2 years ago, we created the Malted Barley Brewing Company. We now have 4 flavors that we brew. There's 4 distinct styles. We currently have 3 on draft today, but we have 4 in our portfolio that we're going to continue to make and just kind of rotate through those throughout the year. And I would definitely recommend any of those. We have a double IPA, we've got a kettle sour with tangerine, we've got a Belgian wit with pineapple, and now we just brought out our latest beer, which is the Malted Barley wine. It's a delicious barley wine. It comes in at 11.4%, but it's very drinkable, very approachable, but very unique. So I would definitely recommend one of ours.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, on the beer side, we do flights. So you can get a paddle with 4 different flavors of beer. And flights are great to experiment and test things. A lot of new customers come in and they go with something that's similar to what they normally drink, but then over time, we try to get them to expand their palate and try new things. So if you came in and you're like, geez, I've never had a sour. I see you have sours on your menu. We give you some taste of that so you could taste one before you actually purchase one. We try to find something that you would like to have a full pour of. So the flights are great for that. As far as the food, You know, our salted pretzel is very basic, but we have 17 dips and sauces to pair it with. And then we have all our other pretzels and sandwiches. So start out small and kind of just go from there. Yeah, that's kind of what we do. Well, we're always making updates to our menu, and basically I think that it's great to have your core menu, but also look at what you can do to improve it. So we're always playing with the recipes of our core menu to improve it, make it better, more delicious. If we can do that, we want to do that. We also do monthly specials, and we do sandwiches and dips and sauces and all kinds of things on our monthly special to test new recipes, test new menu items. And if something really sells well as a special, we get great feedback, that could become part of our core menu. So we're not trying to grow the menu. So if something goes onto the menu, we'll take something off, but we're trying to always stay innovative and creative, which is part of, I think any business should do that. Always kind of reinvent yourself a little bit. I think Jeff Bezos says, he has a quote that I really think is great. He said, as a business owner, think of every day as day one. It's like you just bought the company, you walked in the door the first day and you're looking at what can we improve? And just refresh your way of looking at your business. So we do that quite a bit. Also 2 years ago we started franchising, and 5 months ago we opened our first franchise in Florida, and that restaurant's doing great. And we're gonna look at doing additional franchises in a very controlled, responsible way. We're not trying to grow fast and be embarrassed about what we created. Yeah, so we're doing that. We also have a commissary where we produce pretzels off-site, and we've looked at opening up our commissary product to wholesale to very select accounts, basically breweries, tap rooms outside the state, and seeing how that goes. So we're exploring that a little bit, very gradually, but we're not in a hurry to do anything. We want to make sure we do things correctly. When I was in college, going to the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, I worked part-time at an import bar, and the import bar had about 250 different flavors. And working there, a lot of times after work, we'd get together and have a few beers together, and we'd play this little game. We called it Around the World. So we'd pick a country, drink a beer from that country, and then we took turns picking a country that was adjacent to that country, and then we'd drink a beer from there. We try to see how far we could travel that night.